It's game time, we ain't playing with you. It's game time, it's game time, we ain't playing with you. That's how we ball for y'all.
What up, what up, what up, what up? You are rocking with Doo-Wop.
And Jamel,
Yo, thanks for joining us for episode 63.
63.
You're on Yep, man, we back again, man. We back again.
Right.
All right, yo, you know how I do. Got right in that thing. Yeah. So there's a lot of things going on, current events. There's a lot of Trump news. See, like, a lot of Trump news going on around now. You know, I guess let's start with some gold cards.
Yes.
Gold cards, man.
Which is crazy.
Yo, I mean, Trump is a businessman.
Definitely is.
I mean, no president ever said this. To charge people $5 million to be a United States citizen.
hmm
Man. So what I'm hearing about this, it's like, okay, even if you are, an immigrant or, not part of our country, if you got $5 million, you staying in your own country. What would be the real reason for you to leave if you got $5 million on access to your country? That's what I think. And then also, if you're gonna put that rule in, you gotta still do some background check. You gotta do some background check because if the person got $5 million just to come in the city, you better hope like they're just like a owner of companies or something, and not like drug dealers, smugglers, hustlers.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Because only people with like $5 million to spare for citizenship
hmm
would be people of those statutes, really.
Yeah,
And that would like give way to a whole type of new movement where people can just buy their way into America.
yeah. Because if you could buy your way into America, no matter who you are, we open up the door for a different thing. Then you gotta be careful with that too. 'Cause a country might not even like us. They open up as on some terrorist attack. Because I was play $5 million, go blow something up.
Right? Yeah.
you know. So you really, I think if you put that law in or you put that effect, you better do some background check on these people who just got $5 million into countries. And then usually when you enter a country, you don't come by yourself. So you gonna keep charging $5 million each person
I wonder that may. Yeah, I guess they would.
because who just travels by themselves into by themselves and just especially if you got $5 million just to get into another country, you just by yourself. I don't know about that rule. That one's a little bit. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one over there, but that was crazy. Gold card.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And then also been paying attention about the,
Tariff.
the tariff. Yeah, man. Because now he added China to it. You mean adding China to it? Really China alone, but China said, hey, you tax us, we're gonna tax you. you know, they already stopped. Certain things coming in the U.S. So it's just man. I know he wants the peace too, but it's just when you change things in different countries and make different arrangements, that's definitely going to add up to a different way. It's definitely going to affect and add a different decision in other countries.
Right.
You
Gonna
know,
have prices skyrocket again because stuff goes up when you got to pay more for it to get it here.
yeah, and that's what they say. You tax us, we tax you.
hmm
So it's just going to be a runaround tax thing. Another thing that I was paying attention to, where they just, well, I guess Trump just sat down with the Ukraine president, but it didn't go too good with him and JD Vance. I mean, they felt like he wasn't being humble. He's being disrespectful. You know, not looking at the bright side where we're trying to help them out, trying to just keep the peace from Vladimir Putin because but he's still I ain't gonna say his name, but he's still not getting along with Vladimir Putin. So he's like, yo, I don't, that's not what I don't think that's what is on his mind to come to peace. He kind of want us to protect them,
Mm-hmm.
for a trade of the minerals. He said the minerals are very popular out there. But I mean, and I get what he's saying because he said something with Putin before, and he made an agreement, and it just didn't, he didn't abide to the agreement, and a lot of people lost their lives. You know, Vladimir Putin is definitely a different dictatorship beast, but Trump still say he still want to be friends with him, and and he want to work together because at the end of the day, we all work together. We get some type of peace, and we don't want to. We don't want a World War III. That's what everyone is trying to avoid. You know. But I could play a little clip that it didn't go too good at where they thought it was gonna go. You know. But yeah, it was a lot of a lot of.
2014. So during a lot of years, so I'm not speaking about just Biden, but those time was Obama, then President Obama, then President Trump, then President Biden, now President Trump, and God bless, now President Trump will stop him. But during 2014, nobody stopped him.
They're talking
He
about
just occupied
Vladimir
and
Putin.
took. He killed people. You know what the contact line?
2015.
2014.
Trying to bring it into this
Have you
conflict.
ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Count one.
I've actually
Say,
watched
J.D.
and
Vance
seen
and them
the
had a little
stories,
heated
and I know what happens is you
argument.
bring people, you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military?
We have problems.
And do you think that it's
I
respectful
will answer.
to come to the Oval Office
I
of
will
the United
answer.
States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future.
How you can tell some Phillips of white country
bless
say
you,
you're gonna
God
feel the
bless you,
problems in
don't
the
have
future.
war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I was like, nah,
We're
don't be
trying to
telling
solve
us
a
that
problem.
we
Don't tell
gonna
us
problems.
what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
answering your
I
position
said
to
just
question.
work on what's going on now.
In this
Even
entire meeting, have
today-
you said thank
even
you?
today-
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October.
Oh,
Offer
it's-
some words of appreciation for the United
$1
You
we
voted
gave
for
you
your
military trouble.
Can I
Wait a
answer?
minute. No.
Can
You've
I
done a lot
answer?
of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
He's
I
letting
know.
know, yo,
You're
your
not
country's
winning.
in big
You're not
trouble,
winning
man.
this.
Because I
You
gave you
have a damn
300,
good chance of
we
coming out
$330 million.
okay because of
Mr.
us.
President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
allowed.
cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
allowed.
in this
We
cabinet.
gave you through
I
this
said thank
stupid
you.
president.
You said through your stupid president.
$350
Gave you
billion.
$350
You
We
billion.
gave you
dollars.
military equipment.
You
And
Military
they're not brave,
equipment,
but they had to
everything.
use our military.
What about
If
West?
you didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me-
equipment,
You invited
if
me
you
Say
didn't
my
have our
stupid
military
president.
equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
in 3
okay?
days. I heard it from Putin. In
So
3
I heard it
days.
from Putin,
This is
too.
something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this. I tell you.
To say thank you.
I said a lot of
accept
times
that
thank
there,
you
accept
to
that,
American people.
accept that there are disagreements, and let's go.
It's them going back and forth. That didn't work out the way they thought it was gonna work out. I thought and it's kind of like it's a new thing to really see it televised. I mean, just even on different clips. It's a new thing. It's a very new thing.
Because now we got more access to stuff. And I think that's the way Trump wanted it, though, that the people could see more and have more access.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So static. That's why.
okay. So no. But I guess they were hoping to get more done out of the meeting between them and get to a better compromise. But it didn't seem like it was going that way at all.
Nah, it did. He even said, he wanted to go another way, but ended up going the other way. So, it's a lot of things going on that just, I guess they trying to come to agreement. He's sitting down with these leaders, and trying to do something. While he's changing a lot of things, and talking about a lot of things changing. Still the DOGE, the Doge, they still out there. going after the government, still trying to save, us some money certain ways, and people, I hear people talking about it, and it was like, good that they're going in and crack down on these people making all this money over their salary. They putting over their salary was like $220,000, but then they end up making 32 million. And it's like how's their network that they're supposed to be wearing it, making a certain amount of money. Man, oh man. But I heard they was talking about the DOG was trying to say that maybe they'll I don't know if it's 2027. They was trying to say they're gonna try to give $5,000 to everybody. You know, like I said, if you save all this money, you make sure you put it to the good use, and make sure you think of the people. Make sure you give out the money to the people. You know, I mean that's what it's all about at the end of the day.
Right.
Because if you can save here and save there, it has to be for a reason to help something. Something has to be changed. Something. It has to be for the good. So, yeah, I guess I could pay attention and see what they be doing, and, see what's going on for that. You
Of
know what I mean?
course, 'cause that may be money for everybody.
Yeah, yeah, it's 5,000 for everybody in there.
Why not? Why not pay attention to that? That sounds like a good idea.
And, just make sure that's tax free.
You know how Trump is. He give money away.
Tax free. Make sure that's tax free. I'm tired of the BS. I don't want the tax. You know. But let's still get in some music, man. I'm still talk about my music, man. Because if I talk about music, I'm definitely gonna just have to promote mine. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I still have my song out there with Ty Dolla $ign. It's called Savage. If you haven't downloaded, if you haven't listened to it, please download it, stream it, pass it along, share it. And definitely I want some feedback on it. I like I said, I like the track. I like how I like how it's moving, and then summer's right around the corner. Or the nice weather's right around the corner, or you're in nice weather. You want to vibe to that track. Like I said, the women they gotta go crazy for that one. They gotta feel it. That's definitely something that they gonna like. And then and guys, we gonna talk that to them. We gonna tell them, we want the savage. Don't worry. We always want you to unleash the savage. If it's in a good way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so definitely go check that out, stream it, like it, subscribe, all that stuff. Spotify, Apple's on everything, whatever you want to do. Get that where it needs to be going, and leave a comment. Tell me how you feel about it.
A little snap.
We can hear that. Yeah, you can hear paper. um. Okay, and let's get some other music I heard of. J. Cole. J. Cole. He dropped a new track, called Cloud. Um, I like it. I like if this is what he's gearing to put on his album, because he gives a little bit here and there. If this is going to be on his next album, if this is where his mind's still at. Oh, J. Cole's still one of the top people who you can't play with. At the end of the day. Um, and just breaking down the track, he said what was on his mind a little bit. He did took a shot at AI. I heard a little bit in there.
Oh yeah.
Because he just said, he want the world to just stay human. It's not gonna be human. If people keep things are not gonna be too real. We rely on the AI when AI comes. Well, AI is here already. But it was a cool track. I like it. It's all right. I
Yeah.
can't.
I
I
liked
can't
it for the whole concept of it. It's called Cloud, so he based it off of like getting high and everything. So in it, you got like three different high thoughts that
Mm-hmm.
he breaks the song into. Even with the last one, like you said, with the AI and how rappers nowadays may be replaced
Uh-huh.
and we won't be performing no more. It just be everybody listening to the robots, and you don't like that. But the concept of it, breaking it down and calling it Cloud,
Mm.
as in they're puffing it on the cloud and making the smoke,
And
and
it,
then all the thoughts are basically just like a freestyle of what he was thinking for
mm,
like from three different ideas, and then he breaks that one, next one, and then the next one, all separate.
yeah. He named that title like the last minute. Like
Hmm.
he just made it. he said, call it Cloud.
Yeah,
So
very fitting.
wasn't really planned. So, um, yeah. So, but I mean, he had a little. Well, I guess. They talk about Gibson. He kind of just said, okay, well, it's all right. After the beef, everything go out. Now you want to make music, and then you always claiming that you're the best. But when it's actually time to really step in the ring, you don't perform. You don't show up. You know. I mean, I guess J. Cole's still sticking with it. Like, yeah, I'm the best, but I don't have to really battle nobody. I just still put my good music out and my good lyricists, and I can just live off that. You know.
Yeah.
I don't really have to compete. Like, I compete in a different way. I think that's where he was kind of like gearing towards. But hey, he's still a great artist. He's still a good artist. So he's doing what he do. He dropped music. He's gearing up probably to drop his album. Because he had his podcast. Well, I guess his podcast, the type of thing he was doing. So dropping music and then also just showing us a little bit documentary. A little bit more about himself.
Right.
Um, hey, I mean, go check out J Cole. Go check out J Cole Cloud. The joint's cool. Yeah, it's cool. Let's see who else drops some music. Friday.
Friday dropped the album.
Fri- Friday dropped the album
Yes.
called "Some Days I'm Good, Some Days I'm Not." Hey, I hear you. I hear you. The ones I liked on the project, I like the track with Meek Mill.
Yes.
Like, um, that 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 track just stood out to me because it was just more personal for both of them. Instead of like losing their father or something like that. That really united that track. So it's called "Proud of Me." Yeah. So it's basically but yeah, no, Meek Mill was spitting on that. He was going in on that one. Friday got a sound that he got his own lane, his own sound.
Hmm.
So there's got like a different what I would say like African type of
Yeah.
vibe sound to him. But he has some cool features on there. He had Chris Brown on there. Um,
Kalani.
yeah,
Wale.
Kalani on there. Oh yeah, Wale. I'm
Yeah.
surprised to pop out on Wale. You know, um, but yeah, he was dropping some like videos and stuff like that. He had the baddest in the room. And he had that running around.
Right.
That was cool. I like that.
I like the sun go down.
Like Sun Go Down.
Yeah.
That's the beginning. That's the.
Yeah.
Mhm. You like how he started it off.
Uh-huh.
Okay. What else?
The back to you
Back
and
to
that
you is
vibe.
still.
Yeah.
Uh,
And even at the end, I like the songs that he did at the end that was more dedicated to like his mother, and then he had another song that was like more dedicated to the fan and his experience. That he was like, "Yo, we got nominated for a bunch of awards. We didn't win any of them, but I was so happy to be there and be present around all these stars and everything, and just to be nominated." He's like, "I'm more happy that more of my fans were out here singing my songs, because that's a beautiful feeling when you out there and you making music and the people really get your music and they out there singing the music with you when you ain't got to perform. And like as someone that's been working hard for that, he's like that's a beautiful thing. So it's not always about winning the award; it's about the people that you reach. It's like, but there was a lot of messages that he put into the songs, so that was nice though.
yeah, yeah. No, it was cool. I'll definitely go check out his album.
Mhm.
Who else has some R&B? Talking about they.
Hey.
I heard him in a while. So they dropped the album called Love Jones. Nice, cool 10 track.
Hmm.
They vibe. The vibes that runs you like that John B. That that R&B. It's just funny how the two kind of just uh collide. They just kind of like complement each other.
Right.
They from them working on different music. But yeah, let's see what I rock with. I like the straight up. That was definitely stand out to me. Um, Diamonds and Pearls. Joint is that grows on me, so I kind of like how rock Diamonds and Pearls. Um, Choosy, cool.
Mm,
Like I mean, it's a
I
cool,
gotta go with choosing too. Yeah.
Choosy is cool. I want to make sure it's Choosy.
I got
Oh,
the rotation.
rotation.
5 star when he was telling her basically you picked another guy, thinking that he was gonna be better, and it turns out nope, he's not as good as me. So and you can't come back.
Yeah, I like the R&B vibe on there. It's not it's a different it's like that 90s R&B.
Hmm.
It's not all about like money and this and that, whatever. They kind of just tell the stories of their different experience and relationship. I rock with it. I
Right.
rock with it. You know, yeah, go check out the Day album, Love Jones. You know what I mean? Um, so Rihanna's been popping up. A lot of talks about her. Basically had what I would say like an interview or they just like a statement that she had made. And they kind of she basically just telling people like I'm working on something, but it's not going to be for the radio. It's not going to be
Commercial.
commercial. It's basically what she's vibing to right now, how she feeling.
Hmm.
So people, they say, well, but 8 years has been since she dropped the album, so everybody's still waiting for it, patiently waiting. But she's been going through her own life, so for her to even think, still let people know, like, hey, I might, maybe, I might be dropping, I might be dropping an album, or I'm still working on it, and I'm just gotta, I'm just gonna give you something different, you know. So she has that's the thing about Rihanna, and when she said, she want to make something different. I feel that she's like touched a lot of different genres of it, and she's just saying basically there's no more genre no more, But for her to just feel that she can touch anywhere. She's a great artist and a pop star artist, so she has the Caribbean beats, she has the R&B songs. She even touched in a little bit of the rapping, even that trap rap she was doing at one point, bitch better have my money, like so she got anthems, she has great catalog. So yeah, if she's saying she want to switch it up and see what else could she possibly do, you know, because that she's a tough artist, like she's still a top artist. So, but it's gonna be interesting if she does drop. How is she gonna roll out a single, or she's just gonna get hit us all with the album? It's still gonna go crazy, because it's waiting, people waiting for that. I think people are waiting for that.
Right. I like that she said that she cracked the code. So now it's gonna be more interesting to
Mm-hmm.
figure out what the code that no matter of fact her idea of what the code is to
Mm-hmm.
see what it looks like
Mm-hmm.
from her perspective that she gonna put out through the music. So I want to see what that point of view is.
Yeah, let's see what kind of sound she coming with. Yeah, so everybody's just gonna stay tuned to that. Stay
Hmm.
tuned to that, Rihanna, definitely. Now talking about Rihanna, congratulations to ASAP Rocky.
Right.
He's standing tall. He let the lawyers do their job. He said, "Hey, I ain't do nothing. I'm not taking no 6 months. I'm not taking nothing." So that was a hell of a dice roll to roll on a 24 years. But I said, let the lawyers do their job.
Hmm.
Let them. You got the team. You got the dream team behind you. Let them do their job, and they did their job, and they found him not guilty.
Yes.
But it's funny because his lawyer was like, he just did an ad for Gucci called "Guilty." He's like, "Yo, I wanted you to change that campaign. You should have changed, because we about to go through trial, and you used to have a ad on Gucci talking about guilty, it can mess it up, but you know, it didn't mess it up. So it even enhanced him because he actually now is the ambassador of a Ray Ban studio. So he not creative director, not he's creative director for Ray Ban. So he's still gonna his deals and still still gonna keep going. And he's probably gonna drop music soon too. So but it was like a movie kind of just the way he was doing that in trial. It was very intense. I never seen the judge stand up and then they would stand up. And his lawyer took off his coat and Issa Rock took off his coat. So it was very intense at one point of the whole trial. The trial was going on. And then we found out guilty. Jumped over there and hugged Rihanna, and his family and everybody. So it was very
They're
emotional.
like, sir, you can't do that. Like,
He was just so excited, because damn, he probably just didn't know how it was going to turn out.
yeah, 'cause
You
that's a
know, it
nice
was
role
real.
for sure.
Like 24 years over, that changes a man's life. But yeah, so that's what's up. Everything was found not guilty. So yeah, so good for him and his family. Um, yeah, man. Oh, so who's next? Oh, Little Baby, man. Little Baby. I don't know if they brought him. They said they brought him in or they basically tried to just had a warrant for his arrest and everything because they trying to tie the two teenager murders that when he had did a video shoot a while back, in Atlanta. So but it's like how you gonna just out of if no evidence, nothing, or I'm just gonna accuse him out of nowhere. The reporters just he just have like almost damn near vendetta for him. Like why would you? His name wasn't really into it. They say other groups or gangs was affiliated with that, but it had nothing to do with Little Baby. So I don't know why would they even try to tie him into it. Like he just did a video shoot. I mean, unfortunately, somebody was killed. Through the gang violence of the whole city. But I don't think they should have just targeted Little Baby like that.
Right.
That's just crazy, especially no evidence, long time. Come on, that was just uncalled for. And then put out that statement for him that just try to like throw him off and what he's trying to do. So, but I think they're gonna work all that out. 'Cause he has nothing to do with any of that stuff. Um,
Now we got the space.
yeah, man, they got the definitely they said Gail King, Katy Perry, and Jeff Bezos' fiance. They're all planning to go to space. On the next mission for the Blue. So, I think that I already talked about how people are gonna start moving around and going to space and things like that. So just for Jeff Bezos to just have now celebrities get involved with going to space. I mean they had William Shatner. They said William Shatner is like the oldest person now
Yeah.
to go in space because he just came back from there doing that mission. So it's real. People keep talking about space is fake and this and that. Well, pretty soon you gonna have a chance to go. You see for yourself. Because I seen the pictures. I seen them. They're not like going to different planets. He's not on some get doing the planets. They just the fact that you're going up there and going to space and I'm seeing these different visuals of like the Earth. It's different. It's crazy. It's crazy. Um, but yeah, they're planning. They're planning to go to space.
Yeah, because it's very interesting. So they're taking basically, it's gonna be the first woman flight in a
All
long
women,
time.
yeah, right. All
Yeah,
women. They're doing all
all
women.
woman flight in a long
Yeah.
time. It's gonna be 11 minutes flight time. Like so they're gonna be out there in space. I think for around 11 minutes.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting. They're not gonna go all the way out of space, but they're gonna leave the orbit.
No, yeah, and just to leave the orbit is already, like I say, out of this world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's something different. For people, and then and I seen different things. They was like, oh, they want to have dinner in space pretty soon.
Oh, about to say.
They want people to have, like there's different things that they're gonna implement into going to space because now they understand with these rockets and these companies investing so much money in it. But yeah, let's go back. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting the people going to space. You know, they're having celebrities now. Celebrities are all joining the space routine. They're getting certain people to come to space. But it's just interesting that the people who actually signed up to do it, have Gail, and then I have Katy Perry. Like that's like it's a different people, and then Jeff Bezos' fiance is like, I'll throw me in there too.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll go.
I'm not sure if they signed up or if they just picked them. It's like, you guys, I think you guys would be good.
I, they probably had to volunteer or
Yeah,
something. They had
because
to say something like, "Oh yeah, I'll try it out," or work some type of agreement deal, whatever it is. He's
they
like, "Yeah,
said
I'm going." She said,
Gail
"I'm going."
asked Oprah. She's like, "Do you think I should go?"
Mhm.
And she's like, "Yeah, go ahead, go."
Yeah.
Of course.
Mhm.
Be like, "Yeah, I'll be here on the ground, but you
Yeah,
can
I'll
go."
watch you. I'll watch you out there.
It's like, and she
Oh,
told her that you're gonna miss it if the other women go
mhm.
and come back and everything's fine, and you sat there and you didn't go it. You're gonna regret it for the rest of your life. But it's the truth.
Oh man, yeah, yeah. So, hey, that's just part of it. The people are getting into this space thing, and and then it's traveling and starting to happen because a lot of people invest in a lot of money. Jeff Bezos invests a lot of money. Elon invests a lot of money. China invests a lot of money. Everybody's investing a lot of money into the space thing right now. That's they see that's the next thing that to people might be interested in traveling. You know, um, all this traveling stuff, man. Let's talk about the plane crashes been going on in 2025 already. It's like 113 planes already been calculated to be crashed. And then I mean, they say usually it's like 1100 for the year. But it's still we getting close to those numbers, man. But seeing that the one in Delta with the Toronto when the plane was upside down.
And the people had to climb out.
Oh man, technology. Just having a camera to see how they was getting out of the plane and everything. Boy, man, that is the nerve wracking. That's one of my like. I'm not even gonna talk it, but that's just one of the worst. It's the worst thing to even see and be a part of. And then Delta, man. I mean, you gonna try to throw them, offer them $30,000 for each passenger. Ugh, you know, 30,000 for each passenger. I think they're gonna sue for more, especially upside down.
Yeah.
Somebody back hurting. I'll tell you that. you know,
It's like my friend was talking about. It's like 30,000. Nah,
shit.
therapy for something like that happen is gonna
Yeah.
cost you at least 100 grand. He's like, no.
Or even injuries.
Yeah.
You upside down. Your back got a twerk or something break. You could definitely somebody, especially if you older age or something happened. You got a case there. You got a case. You got a case, man. That was just a crazy sighting. Them getting off the plane, snow on fire. Glad nobody died on that one. Everybody came out safe, but it's still traumatizing. But you know, Apple was jumping into Tim Cook. They said that he's putting 500 million on the new in USA for the AI. They have some big thing going on in Texas that they trying to work on. Um, you know, they just understands that China is definitely investing so much money into this, and they got to be a part of this. They have to offer. Especially now that Trump was talking about the Stargate. Open AI was investing in that, and then Microsoft was investing in that. So Apple was like, I throw 500 million in it too. Like I want to be part of this technology. All this and helping the U.S. And then thinking like 25,000 jobs is now he's gonna be opening up dealing with that in Texas. With that big thing that they're working on. So yeah, they're still moving with AI. AI is still being a big part that they're focused on, and we're gonna see um how everything works out. Works out. Um, Elon, he's still talking about the route. 3 he just launched back out. They're still working on that. He's still competing with Chad GPT. Now they finally got some real good AI images that he worked on. Also with the chat box too. They improved in there. But these things are, definitely on X on that he's definitely always putting his hands onto that. Um, Also, people was talking about, since all that plane crashes and stuff going, I don't know if he really is doing a Tesla plane, but I can see him doing it.
Yeah,
I'll put that out there. Definitely, he's probably working on something with that because if he's always into electric um cars, he's definitely going to get into electric planes. So I can see him definitely moving on to that. 'Cause we talked, I forgot who it was. One something, I forget it was.
yeah, 'cause we definitely talked about the electric planes.
Definitely talking about that. Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Tesla definitely entered doing electric planes. Because there's a rumor they were saying that, but he ain't announced anything officially yet. But I could see him doing it.
For
Definitely,
sure.
I definitely can see him get into that. You know.
Especially with his position now, he's good to go.
Oh no, yeah, he's definitely going to get in there. All right, let's get into some motivation. hmm Motivation. I need a motivation. All right, so this one says, "Don't allow anybody to make you feel that you are nobody. Always feel that you count. Always feel that you're worth, and always feel that life is ultimate significant for you." Uh, yeah, definitely, always feel like you have a positive, or just feel that you have a part of life. Always feel that you're on this you're on this earth for something. You they put you here for something. And then use the opportunity to do whatever you feel that you want to do. Um, and then never feel like you're just nobody. You know,
Right.
eventually, like,
Everybody, somebody.
so everybody's somebody. Um, you come in the world as an open minded person, and you have the ability to try to do things whatever you want to do. Put your stamp on the world, or just know you're important in the world. Somebody needs you in this world. Always think that.
Yes.
Mhm. Let's get to another one. You cannot always change what has happened to us, but we can change how we react and how we live in the future. Live with no regrets and living successfully. Yeah, go back to my song. Savage. No regrets. But yeah, just live with no regrets. And just know that you can, just because how you came in the world, you definitely could change anything that happened to you, and it's your future. So
Mhm.
you're responsible of it.
Right. The
That's
past is set and the future can be changed. So,
definitely can. So yep, so that's all I got for everybody today. Make sure you like, subscribe. Don't forget, like I said, download that Savage, do up and dollar sign. You know what I mean? Go check that out. Go check that out. And yeah, so like, subscribe, leave a comment. Uh, Always any feedback you got, yeah, give it to us. Give it to me, whatever you want to do, how you feel it. And then join us for the next time. So in the meantime, between times, you've been rocking with Do Vibe.
and Jamel.
Peace.
I love it. You guys are so great.